What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Cam ATL, and welcome back to another video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section to enter your name into the $50 giveaway that I do every single week on this channel. Appreciate y'all for joining me as always. I'm gonna be very quick, straight to the point with this video. We're gonna get through all the best plays that we have available to us. Again, I am in here. My son is in the room as well. You might hear the TV in the background a little bit. My apologies, but I got to get this done with him in the room. All right. So anyway, let's get straight into it. Before I get into it, though, I want to announce it is official. Refocus Plus, for everybody who's been keeping up with Refocus Plus, my electrolytes that are dropping here soon. Production has began for the strawberry lemonade. So strawberry lemonade for Refocus Plus will be releasing within another month to a month and a half. I'm hoping that it releases by NFL. I would love to have it drop at the same time as NFL. That would be sick. So either way, though, production for strawberry lemonade flavor of Refocus Plus has begun. And again, to reiterate what this is, electrolytes, obviously, a lot of y'all know this. Anybody who's athletes and anybody who's not an athlete, electrolytes are still important to you because your body depletes electrolytes even if you're stressed. You deplete electrolytes while you're sleeping, all types of stuff. So electrolytes are good for just overall well-being. It'll help your energy levels. It helps your mental health overall. I mean, because your brain is mostly water and your whole body's mostly water. So when you're properly hydrated, everything is much better. When I started doing the research, because I started getting interested in getting involved in the electrolyte space, because I saw the difference electrolytes was making on me in general, I immediately realized like 70% of the world is chronically dehydrated. Okay, 70%, which is crazy. 70% of the world is chronically dehydrated. All right, which means 70% of the world is not optimally running optimal at all. On top of that, we have L-theanine, lemon balm, and GABA that are added to our mixture. It's the first in the entire industry that is an electrolyte, as well as having L-theanine, lemon balm, and GABA. That is great for your brain health, helps you stay calm, relaxed, yet focused. It won't make you tired. It'll have you just calm and relaxed and in an optimal headspace. Me and my fiance have been drinking our samples for months, as well as sharing them with people close to us, and everybody has the same reaction to it. It is amazing. It is. Not only do they taste absolutely amazing, like the flavor is number one, obviously. Nobody's going to drink it unless it tastes good. So flavor was number one. We had to make sure it was absolutely on point. And it is. Compared to other electrolyte brands, it's definitely number one, in my opinion. I've done all the other brands. This is going to be number one with flavor, as well as just the way it's kept me mentally optimal has been ridiculous. So I'm excited for everybody to try it. Super excited for that to come. But yeah, production has started for strawberry lemonade. The other flavors that y'all are aware of, the blue raz, watermelon cucumber, we have a cantaloupe flavor, we have lemon lime. All those flavors will be drops as time goes on. You guys are aware of it because y'all are family. The public will not be aware of that. We're going to be doing like little drops and stuff as the time goes on. So y'all obviously know the early ins and outs of the company that other people, most of the world who will be using Refocus Plus do not know about. So yeah, incredibly excited about that, man. If you're somebody who could benefit from some stress relief, some help focusing, being calm, and hydration in general, which 70% of the world needs it, Refocus Plus will be for you. So I'm excited for y'all. Anyway, let's get straight into the picks for today. We're going to, at the end of this video, we're going to use the home run predictor to make a home run parlay as we've been doing. Let's go ahead and keep that going. Yesterday was a struggle for me. Like, played all amazing sharp plays and just didn't go my way. And as I've always told y'all, sharp EV, you're still going to lose at times. It's about pushing through those adversity times and sticking on that process where you get to that light at the end of the tunnel. All right? If you give up before you reach it, you'll never have success. And one of the main issues for regular bettors when playing plus EV is that there's times where your bankroll maybe can't withstand some of it. That's why I always tell you guys, the best way to get involved in plus EV, which is profitable strategy long term, is to use the sharp and safe filter at props made easy. That way you're playing plays that are already higher implied probability to happen. You're playing plays with a 58+% implied probability to happen, right? Like, let's say you have a weighted coin, right? For example, you have a weighted coin where heads is going to happen more often than tails, right? As you're flipping that coin over 100, if you flip that coin 1,000 times, you're going to have times where it hits tails 10 times in a row. That's just negative variance. That's how it goes. You feel what I'm saying? But you're also going to have times where the heads hits a whole bunch of times. But in the end, heads will come out on top because it's a weighted coin. That's what you're doing. Every pick that you're making using the Props Made Easy tools using Plus EV, you're playing a weighted coin type strategy. You're playing a strategy where in the end, regardless of any downswings or anything, you will be profitable because you have an edge. Okay? And there is no other way to get an edge in this industry. It's Plus EV or you're losing. Plain and simple. That's just simple as it is. So propsmadeeasy.com, only $20 a month. So lock in. All right, let's get to the picks for today, man. Let me refresh real quick because I wanted to tell y'all about the Refocus Plus update. Super excited about that. But yeah, let's get straight into these picks real quick. I'm not going to keep up too much of y'all's time. Let's select WNBA and MLB. And let's take a look at what we got for prize picks to start things out, and then we'll move on from there. Now, I always tell y'all, another very important thing and a factor that Props Made Easy adds into the tool that other places don't give you the ability to really fully know is how many books are built into the consensus. Okay? You don't understand the significance behind when you have a player that's high EV that has 30 plus books that agree opposed to a play who has only a couple books that agree. There's only a couple books that have the line, right? You don't have enough information to be able to safely say, yes, this is the EV I want. Yes, technically it's EV, but you want to have at least 8 plus books, at least at the minimum, if you're going to play it, right? I like to tell y'all 30 or more, and at Props Made Easy, we filter out 30 or more because you don't have to push things. In this industry, there's plenty of plays available out there. Take the ones that make the most sense. There's no reason to take the plays where it has 8 books in the consensus when there's the same EV play that has 30 plus, because the 30 plus has more data behind it, more books that are in agreement. You feel what I'm saying? So Sabrina Ionescu at the top under first quarter points. First quarter points is always going to be a prop that just doesn't have a lot of books that offer it. So there's only 2 here. So while it's good EV, there's still only 2 books it's comparing to. But right under that, Sonya, under 4.5 rebounds is a great spot on Prize Picks. Minus 136 are the consensus odds among 34 books. So 34 books are in agreement that this is at minus 136 average consensus odds for the under, but on Prize Picks, a DFS book, you're getting even odds on both sides. So obviously you want to take advantage. Again, you're buying this player at a better price than it would be anywhere else. You're getting a discount. You're using the damn coupon, okay? All right. Corey Seager, under 1.5 bases, 4.78 EV. 42 books have this at minus 132, but yet you get it on even side payout. Again, yes, this is under 5% EV. I want y'all to stop worrying too much about it. I have people hit me up sometimes like, man, I really like this play, but it's a 4.5 EV. Brother, don't stress it. If it's the 30 or more consensus books built in and you're playing, either way, you're playing a high positive EV play, don't let yourself shy away from plays just because of those little nuances, right? Like if it's a slightly under 5% EV, like I've been telling people, look, try to stay in the 3s. You don't have to force it over 5. At least 3 or higher EV, and you should be okay, especially on the regular books. Right? DFS is a little bit tougher. You're not going to have as much great value as, you know. And if you're making 6-leg slips and stuff, it's tough over in the DFS books because you're having to parlay every day. Right? But on regular books, if you're straight betting, it's okay to take a 3% EV or higher. Right? 3% should be the threshold there. But nonetheless, obviously, I'm not going to sit here and tell you a 5% EV is not better than a 3 because it is. It's going to hit more often. Okay? Plain and simple. All right. Let's go ahead and keep going. We've got Sabrina again on her under 6.5 assists. I like this Sabrina play more than the first quarter points play because there's 36 books that are built into a minus 131 consensus odds. But on Prize Picks, you get the even payout on either side, so a 4.68. So some really good options. Sabrina under 6.5 assists. We've got Corey Seager under 1.5 bases. Sonya under 4.5 rebounds. So a lot of WNBA is really popping on Prize Picks right now. Let's open it up and look at all the DFS books and see where the ultimate value is at the moment. All right. Tyler Anderson over on Underdog is minus 134 consensus among 21 books. So it doesn't reach that 30, but again, 21 is not bad. You feel what I'm saying? Minus 134 on the over, 16.5 outs on Underdog, making it a 6.79 EV. Depending on your, this is why we were probably going to change it to chance to hit percent showing, because depending on your slip type, the EV would change. So the EV percent we're showing is based off of a certain slip type. It's like a 6-man insured flex play over on Underdog, right? But that's hard for everybody to understand. So making it the chance to hit makes more sense. And I understand a lot of people who first come in, like and are fresh to props made easy, they may not understand what EV is. I understand that I touch thousands every day doing my videos, but there's also thousands and thousands of people who are using props made easy that don't know what EV is still. You feel what I'm saying? So it'll make it easier having the chance to hit. And then once they advance and they're using regular books and they understand what EV is, then they can take advantage of what that is. You know what I mean? Y'all understand because I talk about it to you every single day. But the newer people who are coming in, which is, you know, the younger people, these 18, 19-year-old people who watch my videos, y'all have the edge because y'all are starting to learn EV right now early on, right? I wish I had been into the EV when I was 18, 19 years old. But back then, sports betting was way different. You know what I mean? There was no ability to really, you know, things were different, okay? But at the end of the day, it's just you stay on those plus EV plays and you end up profitable. That's all it is to it. So I want these younger crowds that's coming into Props Made Easy who may not watch my video to also understand what they're looking at, okay? Because they're not going to know what EV is coming in fresh. All right, so Tyler Anderson over 16.5 outs. Ryan Jeffers under 1.5 bases at a 6.76. 42 books have it at minus 134. Sabrina's first quarter points on Prizepicks, we already talked about it. Only two books. Jansen Junk under 5.5 hits allowed on Underdog at a 6.6. So some good options. Let's open it up to all the books and take a look at what we got here. Now, when it comes to anyone with a lower bankroll, okay? Just you need to look at your bankroll, acknowledge where you're at in your sports betting journey, okay? And go about this the sharp way, right? If you have a smaller bankroll, you can't risk as many losses throughout the span of a month, okay? So with that being said, the sharp and safe filter at Props Made Easy really helps you guys out. That is why we created the sharp and safe filter. It shows you plus EV plays that are 5% or higher EV already, 30 or more books baked in the consensus, and already favored at minus 120 or higher. So with that being said, I'm going to use that filter. Every play you see here is going to have an implied probability of like nearly 60% or higher. Okay? So throughout the span of a lot of bets, you're going to hit these much more than you're going to hit a play in plus odds. Now, will that plus odds play long-term make you more profit? Yes. But if you have a small bankroll, you can't withstand the losses that come with that. That's just part of the game. Even playing sharp and safe, you're going to have losses. You're just not going to have as many. So if you have a low bankroll, this is how you grind that bankroll up. Let me refresh real quick so we can have the absolute most updated information in front of us when we're looking at this real quick. All right, so we select all books, sharp and safe filter, and let's get to it. Grant Holmes, over 17.5 outs on minus 123 on Profit X. So already favored over minus 120 odds on Profit X. 9.06 EV due to consensus being minus 150 across 31 books. So you're getting the discount at minus 123 where it's minus 150 everywhere else. Great EV there for Grant Holmes, over 17.5 outs on Profit X. Herberto Hernandez, over 0.5 hits at minus 120 on Novig, already favored to happen. 8.96 EV, minus 146 across 36 books. If you are a newer bettor or somebody with a low bankroll, if you can stay on playing 3 to 5 at the max plays that are sharp and safe every day, you don't have to do a ton of bets. Place 3 bets every day with your bankroll. Play every single one a sharp and safe play. You will be in an amazing position come NFL. And that's really why I'm pushing this, because everybody's going to want to bet through college football and NFL, right? That's one of the most exciting times to bet throughout the betting season. You want to get that bankroll up so you can start really lifting up some unit sizes once you get to NFL and really start making some real money with so many bets on the board during that time of year. You've got college football, baseball still going, NFL going, NBA starts a month later. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much going on. Right now is the perfect time for you to lock in at Props Made Easy and build your bankroll slowly right now. That way, when times start to get crazy, you can make some money. Matthew Liberatore, under 3.5 strikeouts, minus 129 on Novig, 8.9 EV, minus 158 across 52 books. Love that. James Wood, under 0.5 runs at minus 125 on Novig, 8.63, minus 152 across 31 books. Garrett Crochet, over 6.5 strikeouts at minus 122, 8.5 EV, minus 147 across 54 books. So amazing options on the board, man. And you see that level of EV opposed to what you saw in the DFS books, right? That's why I tell y'all straight bet on these other books, and you can really take your shit to the next level. 40 states can play NoVig and ProfitX. If you don't have a NoVig or ProfitX account and you're in a state that can play NoVig and ProfitX, but yet you're making parlay slips over on PrizePicks, readjust that mindset, really start making money. If you really want to make money, lock in. If you're somebody who's in sports betting just because you want to turn $10 into 10,000 and that's your only focus, you don't care if you lose more money in the long run, then, you know, none of my videos are even for you. I'm here to help you actually make money. If you're not in this to make money and you're just in this shit for fun and you don't care about losing money and, you know, then I'm not for you. I'm here to really help people make money while enjoying this game that we love so much. You feel what I'm saying? We love betting on sports. But you're not going to love it eventually if you're losing your ass on most of your bets. Game Center. At the top of the Game Center, immediately when you go to the Game Center, you have the PrizePicks first inning runs plays. Texas, Atlanta, over 0.5 first inning total runs, has 79 books at making it minus 125 average. You're getting a 2.35 expected value on that. Outside of that, there's nothing much there. Let's do sharp and safe, obviously. I'm going to do WNBA and MLB. I have all books selected, and I'm doing sharp and safe. When it comes to the sharp and safe plays, the plays that already have a higher implied probability to happen, these are the safer type bets you can make today. The Colorado Rockies plus 1.5 first half run line at minus 120 on FanDuel, where it's minus 136 across 65 other books, making it a 5.94 edge. All right, San Francisco Giants plus 1.5 run line, minus 176 on NoVig, highly expected to happen, but yet it's minus 203 across 97 other books. Another fantastic option. So again, these are the type of bets that you do that will really build that bankroll, really get that unit size up before NFL. Okay, it's important that you stick with it too. Okay, let's say you're doing 3 bets a day using sharp and safe. There will be days where you don't hit a single one. Last night, I struggled mightily. You feel what I'm saying? But guess what? As I continue to go, playing these plus EV plays, I will be up in the long run. That's because I'm playing the data game. I'm playing the sharp plays. I'm getting an edge on every single bet I make. I'm playing with a weighted coin. You feel what I'm saying? And that's a good thing for you to understand. Regardless, win or lose, every single day, as long as you're using your bankroll management and you're betting an amount of money that it's okay if you lose it, you can go to sleep at night comfortable knowing that the next day you have the opportunity to literally smash and get a lot of it back. And as time goes on, you will be profitable long term. Okay? It's one of those things, like sports betting is one of those investments that if you do it the right way, long term you will make a profit. There's other things that you can invest in that won't guarantee you profit long term. You feel what I'm saying? But with this, you will make a profit if you do it the sharp way. Okay? You just got to stick to the right strategy. Home run prediction. Let's get it. Parlay. Let's get into this parlay, baby. I have one that I absolutely love, unless the odds have changed. Got it. Byron Buxton against Mitchell Parker. High nuke zone home run score. Great home run predictive data on his side today. Plus 280 on FanDuel. You're getting better odds on FanDuel than you do consensus odds throughout the entire industry, getting a positive 9.65. So not only is he a high home run score with his home run predictive stats, but he has a 9.65 Vegas edge. Great spot for him. And then I'm coming right down here to Matt Olson. 13.4 Vegas edge. Great home run score with the home run predictive stats in the nuke zone. Plus 400 on FanDuel, getting a good edge on FanDuel here with this one with a 13.4 Vegas edge. So Matt Olson paired up with Byron Buxton is the home run parlay of the day. Again, whenever we hit these, which we're going to do today, we're going to hit this. I'll give $50 away to somebody down in the comment section. Make sure you comment anything in the comment section to enter your name into that opportunity. Appreciate y'all as always for joining me, man. PropsMadeEasy.com, only $20 a month. If you want to join the premium Discord and get my personal sharp plays every single day, I post about 5 of them a day. Really try to keep them only sharp plays that are smart plays that'll build your bankroll up for NFL. You can join the premium Discord. The link will be in the description for that as well. Thank y'all for joining me, man. Y'all have an amazing Saturday, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.